Hello everyone, my name is Ajay. Today I'll be teaching you Python from scratch. This course is designed to complete beginners, so no prior programming experience is required. We'll learn Python step by step by a simple explanation and practical examples. So let's start with the basics of Python and what is Python. Firstly, the Python is a high level, interpreted and easy to learn programming language. So basically what is the high level? So high level basically means there are three types of programming language: low level, middle level and high level. So as we know, जो हमारा कंप्यूटर होता है वो बाइनरी समझता है, which is 0 and 1 only. सो दैट इज़ तो जब हम बिल्कुल बाइनरी में बात करते हैं 0 and 1 में, तो उसे बोलते हैं हम लो लेवल लैंग्वेज. मिड लेवल में होता है हमारी थोड़ी इंग्लिश, थोड़ी बाइनरी, बेसिकली जितनी हमारी सी हो गई, C++ हो गई, ये सब मिड लेवल लैंग्वेज में आती है. उसके बाद आती है हाई लेवल लैंग्वेज, जिसमें हम बाइनरी का बिल्कुल यूज़ नहीं करते हैं और कह सकते हैं बहुत ही कम. तो जिसमें से पाइथन हमारा एग्जाम्पल है. तो पाइथन एक हाई लेवल लैंग्वेज होती है. तो इसे हमारे गुइडो वैन रोसम ने वो क्रिएट किया था in 1991. So these are the topics which we are going to start today. First, the introduction of Python, which I am here to tell you. So why should we learn Python? So Python is a high level, interpreted and easy language, as I told you. But why should we have to learn it? Because it is simple and beginner friendly language. It's free and open source, like you can use on any platform: Windows, Linux, Mac OS. I'm using Mac now, so I'll tell them. Now, other advantages of learning Python is it's on large community support, and there are huge numbers of library and framework which help this language. Now, where we can use Python? We can use Python in automation, as we know: web development, data science, AI, machine learning, cyber security, in game development also. Now, some features of Python: it's easy to read and write, it's interpreted language, it have OOPs, object oriented, dynamic typed, portable, and it have extensive standard library. So now we'll start from our first Python program. So for first Python program, we will here have, so if we have to print something, we will just use print function with parenthesis, and then we have to write anything that we जो भी हमें प्रिंट कराना है उसको हम लिखेंगे डबल इन्वर्टेड कोमा में. लाइक हमें अभी प्रिंट कराना है हेलो वर्ल्ड, तो ये हमारा प्रिंट होके शो हो जाएगा हेलो वर्ल्ड. मैं आपको एक बार दिखा देता हूँ. तो इसका जो हमारा आउटपुट आएगा वो आएगा हेलो वर्ल्ड. इसका ये आउटपुट आएगा. मैं आपको अभी थोड़ी देर में करके दिखा दूँगा. तो ये हमारा पहला बेसिक प्रोग्राम होता है पाइथन के अंदर, प्रिंट हेलो वर्ल्ड. अब हम बात करने वाले हैं वेरिएबल्स की. सो वेरिएबल्स होते हैं जिसमें हम अपने डेटा को असाइन करते हैं. जिसमें वेरिएबल्स होते हैं काइंड जिसमें हम अपने डेटा स्टोर करते हैं. वो चार, दे आर फोर टाइप. उसके डेटा टाइप आ जाते हैं. डेटा टाइप चार टाइप के होते हैं. इट्स ऑफ इंट, which is used for obviously number. Then we have our what we can say, I think data type. So int for integer, then we have float for decimal number, then we have str basically for text or string, and then we have bool, which is for boolean value, true or false values. So these are of data type. Now the variables. So variables are basically variables are where we store our input or the things we will take from the user. It's basically a name used to store data in memory. It allows to save values. Like we have here name, which help us to store abhi in it. Okay, and the age, which is a int data type that will help us to store a numeric value. Then we have a height, which is a we can see from here that it's a float value. So height is a float variable that help us to store float, and at last we have is student that help us to store true, which is a boolean value. Okay, so data type. Now input and output. So for taking input from the user, it's just easy, like we have to assign it in a variable. First we have to use input function for taking a input. Then if it just take a input, then we have to assign this input in some variable, which would be anything, like you can take a or b or c, or like a b c, anything. Okay, there are some rules of naming the variable also. We can just put anything, like the variable name can contain letter, number and underscore only, but here is a one trick, that there is only underscore, no at the rate or hash or any dollar sign won't be accepted, only the underscore, like a b c underscore, this is a valid. But if we take a b c and then at the rate or hash, this isn't a part of variable assign. Okay, the variable name cannot be start with number, like a b in 3 is a variable, but 3ab isn't a variable, because as I say, it shouldn't be start from the number. Third, variable name are case sensitive. As we all know, the Python is a case sensitive language. So here abc, let's take an input in abc, it's different, and abc equals to input, it's a different. So if you think that they both are having the same value, but no, they both means the different, they both have a different value, they both take a different input. Now we do not use Python keywords at variable also, like as we like we have str as a string, it's basically a type, data type, so we can store in this, it's just like that. We cannot use bool, or we cannot use if or else, because these are keywords which we use in Python. So there are some rules that I told you to having name of the variables. So now the input. So here we can see name equals to input, enter your name, so that means, and print welcome name. So let me show you what will be the output of this. So output of this will be like this, enter your name, it will appear like this. Then you have to type your input here, and then it will show welcome comma as you enter. So this will be the output of this. Okay, same here, the int input enter your age, so it will show enter your age and then your input, and after you add input, it will print you the after 5 years your age will be age plus 5. This is a part of concatenation, we will do, I will tell you later. But basically here what is done, that age will be age plus 5, that what will be your age is obviously a integer value, will add 5 in it, and then it will show you this. So this is what input and output. So basically we take input from input a keyword, and we have output from output variable. If we have to take input from different data type like integer, we use int before it. If we have to use float, then we will take let's say height equals to, so we will use float data type. So float input this, so it will take a float value. For bool we have to take let's say is student, as we used before, is student, so bool, then input and then parenthesis. So this is for a bool. So this is input and output. Now here's arithmetic operators. So let's go with arithmetic operator. First I'll tell you what are arithmetic operator. So arithmetic operator we are the basic operator we used in maths, like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. This is a power like a raised to the power b. This is percentage, and this is flow division. So I'll tell you about them all. Just a second. To operation. Yeah. So arithmetic operations are basically used to perform mathematical calculations. So let me as we know, this is obviously normal plus, normal minus, multiply, divide. So these are normal, so I don't think so I have to explain them. But for these, this is normal percentage sign, like a percent b, okay, or a modulus b. This is like this, okay. This is flow division and this is exponent. Basically, let me tell you from here. Exponent means a to the power b. Like as we write, let me show you. 5 raised to the power raised to the power 2, which is equals to, as we know, 25. So basically power is like this. So if a is equal to 5 and b equals to 2, then the value will be 25. Now as we have a equals to 10 and b equals to 3, so what will be the answer of this? So it will show you 10 raised to the power 3, which is equals to this 1000. So this is power, okay. Now modulus. So modulus will be modulus. For modulus, 10 modulus 3. So basically modulus give us the remainder. It's not percentage, it's give us the remainder. Like what will be the remainder if we divide 10 from the 3? It's 1. So output will be 1. Okay. Now you are seeing me like I am using that hash. I'll tell you the later what is this hash sign mean. So this modulus give us the remainder, okay. Now the flow division. So basically flow division give us 10 divided by 3. Basically flow division give us the number of time, like we have to use how, like कितने बड़े नंबर से हम डिवाइड कर सकते हैं. बेसिकली ये देता है हमें. तो हम 10 को कितने 3 के कितनी उससे डिवाइड कर सकते हैं 3 टाइम. तो 3 3 से 9, उसके बाद वो एक रिमाइंडर दे देगा. तो बेसिकली 4 डिवीजन का आंसर आएगा हमारा 3. तो मैं यहाँ सबके आंसर लिख देता हूँ, विच विल बी हेल्पफुल फॉर यू. 1000 एंड ये तो नॉर्मल है हमारे, अगर आप देखेंगे तो. सो 13, दिस विल बी 7, दिस विल बी 30, and this will be 3 also. Yeah, basically 3 and so on, because it's a float number. So now let me tell you what is this hash sign. I have to hit start, but I am sorry for that. This hash sign is used for our comment. So basically what is comment? So comment is basically when we want to add something in our code that is just shown for the shown for our voter, for me, like of someone who is seeing my code only, not the output, okay. So I can write here that this is my first class. So okay, so this is shown by the in the code only, not in output, okay. Now there are this single line comment. Like if I write something here like a equals to a b c, so this is not a comment now, okay. Or I write something this is, so it will, as you can see, there is a line because it's a syntax error basically. So there are multi-line comment also which we use by this. So if we use this is my class and here I'll teach you. And even if I write something here like I will teach you more, and then I write this. So this whole will be comment out. Okay, and this won't be shown. Oh, wait, I now this whole is comment out because multi-line comments are shown by triple double quotations. Okay, I hope this helps you. Now typecasting. So basically typecasting is changing one data type into another data type. Okay, so we know that there are four data types: int, str, bool, and r float. So here we take num25, which is obviously a string. Okay, because this is in double quotations. If it is input, and I mean if it is integer, then it should not be in double quotation, but it is, so that's why it's in string. Num equals to int num. Basically now we change that number into int, basically an integer. Basically here it is in string, it's a string, and now we change it into integer. Okay, and then we print, so the output will be 30. But if we don't use this, if we don't use this line, it will show us an error because num is our integer, and then it will can't add anything in a string. How can you add anything in a string? Like if we have a string called boy, so can you add boy plus 5? Is there any meaning of boy plus 5? No. So that's why there will be any error. But as you change it into integer and then we add, so it will work. Same here, the price is 99, but we add print float price, which will print here. Let me tell you. So it will be 99. There is no decimal value, so it will show us 00 or just 0 because there is nothing. But if we don't use this and we will use print price, so it will show us just 99. So this is what typecasting means. Okay, now practice program 1. So all the things we have studied till now are our first program, which is print hello world. Then the variables, there are variables in which we store our data. There are some rules of variable that I told you. There are data types also. There are four kind of data types. Which are these? Number 1 is string, number 2 is integer, number 3 is our float, and number 4 is our bool. Okay. Then we take input and output. Input we take from input keyword, and output from our print keyword. Okay. Then we have our arithmetic operations, basically which are plus, minus, multiply, divide, modulus, floor division, modulus, and power. Sorry for that. Then we see here comments, that how we comment in Python and what is the mean of comment. Then we use typecasting and see what does the typecasting means, like changing one data type to another, which help us like this. So let's start with the first practice program. So our first practice program is to take a name from input and then age and then print them. So for that, wait, let me comment it out so that we can, just a second, I'll comment it out all so that I can show you the output also. I think that make it more clear for you guys. Okay, so if you ask me how I done this, so for that you just have to, in Mac you just have to use cmd plus this, or in Windows you just have to control plus backslash 4 comment out, more than one line or just one line. It will help you in VS Code. Okay, so practice program 1. So that wait, let me do this also. I have some work for you also that you can practice here. Okay, so where are practice program 1? So here it is. So we will take name as input. So for taking input, we have input function, then we have to show them enter your name, then we'll enter him in. Then we have to take age. For age is a number, so we will use int input, then enter your age. Now we just take output. We have to show, we just have input, we have to output it. So for that we will use print hello. अब जो भी आपका नाम होगा उसके लिए हम नेम जो हमारा वेरिएबल है उसको यूज़ करेंगे. फॉर एज वी विल यूज़ प्रिंट योर एज इज, we will use age here, years. Now if I run this, so look, he asked me to enter your name. Let's say my name is Ajay and my age is 19. 19. So look, hello Ajay, your age is 19 years. So this was our first practice program. Okay, now our second one. In second one we'll take two input as a float and then do some operators, mathematical operators. So let's start. Number one, float. We'll take a float input. So float input, enter your number, enter first number. Okay, now number two, taking float input, enter your second number. Your is not right, I guess. Second number. Sorry for all this stuff, I can't do anything. So we have just take a input from a user, number 1 and number 2. Now I have to do the operations. So don't see them, we will do all operations. Okay, remove this. Okay, we will do all operations. So all operation, first we have addition. So print, I'll use addition of, addition is num1 plus num2. Now subtraction, so print subtraction is num1 minus num2. Now print multiplication, num1 into num2. Now print division is num1 num2. Yeah. Now others are print power is, oh wait, I'll enter this. So power is num1, and what is the symbol of it? Is double multiplication sign, num2. Print modulus is, so now what is the symbol of modulus? We know that a p, modulus p. Now print floor division is a num1 floor division num2. Wait, I wrote a and b here also, that was my mistake. Num2, let's give a space here for your better understanding. Okay, now as we can see that print addition is this, subtraction is this, multiplication this, division this, power this, modulus this, and flow division is. Okay, now run it. It show us print modulus. Okay, we have entered comma here and here also. Yeah, wait, let me clear this for you. There's mess there. Yeah, look, it's enter my, it says that enter your number. Let's say the number is 20 and our another number is 4. Okay, so wait, let me comment out the power. Okay, now yeah, enter 20 and then 4. So our addition is 20 plus 4, which is equals to 24. Here is dot 0 just because we took float as our input. Now subtraction is 20 minus 4, which will be equals to 16. Now multiplication 20 into 4, 80. Division is 20 divided by 4 is equals to 5. Now power 20 raised to the power 4 is 16,000. Oh sorry, it is not 16, 1,60,000. Okay. And it means 20 into 20 into 20 into 20. So the power is this. The modulus is 0. Now you think that how modulus is 0? Because as we the modulus is 0 because there is no remainder when we divide 20 from 4. Like 20 5s are 4 5s are 20 and then the remainder is 0. That's why the modulus is 0. Now floor division is 5 because 4 5s are 20. That's why this is 4. Okay, perfect. Now let me show you that how can we remove that these 0.0 using typecasting. So basically what will we do, we will just take let me make it something else, otherwise I have to change a lot. I'll just make it A and this one is B, and I'll just do typecasting like B equals to int of A. Okay, not B, it's num1. Okay, and num2 is equals to int of A. So this is typecasting, like I taking the input as float but I converted them into integers. So now if I run it, what do you think? There will be 1.0 like the decimal number. Let's see. I'll take it, the number is again same 20 and 4. Now here it is. So we can see that the number have this dot 0 again. So what will the problem? So the problem is basically the number. Okay, leave. I'll tell you later this. Okay, now we have to come on practice program 3, which is area of circle, finding area of circle. Okay, so let's take this here. Okay, so first we comment. So what is area of circle? So area of circle, we all know that wait, let me see, is it okay? Yeah. So area of circle we all know is pi r square. So what is the value of pi, which is 3.14 into radius, which is r into the square. So for either way you can use this, which will be r raised to the power 2 and then multiply with pi, or you can use this, which is written here, radius into radius. The both are correct, so we will use this one. Okay, so let's start. So first we will take the input of radius. So for input we will take float, then input and the radius. Okay, and we will assign it as r equals to radius. Okay, now we will make another variable, which is area, and area equals to 3.14 multiplied by r square. Wait, let me show you by this. We make 2. Okay, 3.14 into r into r. Now let me show you they both are correct. They both mean the same basically. Sorry, print area. Yeah. Wait, let me comment this out. Yeah. Now we just enter radius. So radius will be like say 10. Just look, 3.14 for first, 3.14 for second. So basically we both have the same. Okay. So this and this, they both have the same logic and they both mean the same. Okay. Now here are some homework for you. Homework like now just you can pause here and then try to make them and comment with the code, and after that we will just start. So our first homework is area of rectangle. So like first we have to think about what is the area of rectangle. So wait, yeah, now I can cheat. So area of rectangle, so as we all know, area of rectangle equals to, so it's a homework. So firstly I'll just pause here, you can pause the video and then try it by yourself. Okay, now I think you tried yourself, and if it's right and it shows the right output, you just can comment on my video. Now I'll show you. So first we have the area. So area of rectangle we all know is length into breadth. Okay, so let's take both as our input. Okay, now breadth. Or we can say width, float, input, and width. Yeah, now it's okay. So area will equals to length into width. See, here are many things that start with W. Our VS Code give this. So here's width. So I just enter it. And here is it. Now print area of rectangle is 80. So what will be the output? It says that we have a syntax error. Okay, wait. It says that we have a syntax error near this line. Okay, like look here, we put the comma on the wrong place. Sorry for that, that's my mistake. So let's go there. Yeah, here the comma will be right there. Okay, now just look at the view. Let me clean this. Yeah, and the length, so length will be, let's say 10, and the width will be, let's say 20. So our area should be 200, and there it is. Okay, the another question is swapping two numbers. So this is very interesting question, that how will you swap two numbers. So you can try this also. Just pause the video and start and then try. Okay, and I hope you done that. Let's start here. For swapping two number, we should have to take two number, not float this time, but number. So that's why we use int input. Wait, what this? Now b equals to, again take an input, enter number, or enter second number. Here is enter first number. Okay, now for swapping we have to think about this. So for swapping we will just have to take a in a variable, then change this variable to b, and then take this b into a variable again. So for that we will take temp as a variable and we assigning a in it. Okay, so basically temp is become now a. Now we will make sure that a is b, and now b is temp. So these three lines to swapping. Now look at this. If you don't get it, I'll tell you basically what we have done here. So we have done here that we assigning the value of a. Let's suppose a is 5. So we have making temp equals to 5. So now temp become 5. Okay, now we have just show that a equals to b, means the value of b, like let's suppose yes, yep, and this is 6. Now it will be helpful for you. Now temp is a, which means temp become 5, and a equals to b, so a becomes 6. Okay, now b becomes temp, which means b becomes 5 because temp is 5. So what does that mean? That a becomes 6 and b becomes 5. Basically we have taken a as 5, b as 6, and at last we have a as 6 and b as 5. So now we just print a is a, print a is b. Look here, we have also shared this. So the output should be, let's give me the number. I can say, look, now we have entered the number a as 5 and b as 6, but the a is become 6 and b is become 5. I wrote a over there also. Wait, sorry for that. Let me give it this so it will be more clear for you. Yeah, so 5 and 6. Look at there. Wait, let me clean this up also. Sorry for this. 5, 6. Look, we the enter first number. The first number is a and it is 5, and the second number which is b, which is 6. Now a is become 6, which is second number, and b is become 5, which is first number, and this is how we swap the numbers. So I know this is a kind of, you have to think about that what these three lines did, but this is the way how we swap number, and we use it in many ways. Okay, this is important. I think some of the students have done this. So let's move to our third question, which is Celsius to Fahrenheit. So Celsius to Fahrenheit, there is a formula for Celsius to Fahrenheit, which is here also written also. It's Celsius into 9 by 5 plus 32. Okay, wait. So if you guys want to try, just pause the video here and you can just try. Okay, so let's start basically. So first let me comment this up. Okay, so for this we have to take input Celsius, which will be float input, and temperature. Okay, yep. Now For Fahrenheit we have our formula, so Fahrenheit, which will be Celsius multiplied by, wait, yep, multiplied by 9 divided by 5 and 32. Yep, this is a formula for Fahrenheit which we use. Okay, and now we'll just print temperature in Fahrenheit is, yeah. So the output will be the temperature in Fahrenheit. So let's give 32, which is normal temperature. Wait, normal not. So 36, which will be 96.8, is the ideal temperature of our body also. Okay, so this is how it is. You can check that if we have done also, or there is something wrong. Let's go to the next question now. It's our first question also, last question also of our homework, the square and the cube. So what we have to do here, we have to square and cube of the number. So you can just give it a try. Okay, I guess you pause the video and then try it. Okay, so let's start from here. So for taking, we have to take a number. Let's say a equals to int input, enter your number. Okay, now square. So for taking a square, we will just simply assigning it a square. The square is a raised to the power 2. Okay, or we can use a into a. This is also a square. Okay, for cube also, a to the power 3 or a into a into a. They both are correct. Okay, at last we will just print square of number is square, print cube of number is cube. Yes, so I'll use this. I'll just read this one and this one. So I think the number will be 3 is okay. So 3 is 9 and the cube is 27. Let's take another. So let's say 5. So 5, 25 is square and 25 is square cube. Okay. So I guess all the things that I prepared today is finished now. So what we have done to the introduction of the Python, that we have done that how the Python is important and why do we need to study this. And let me give you a short revision also, that Python is a high level interpreted language which is easy to learn and created by the Guido van Rossum. Let me write his name. It's Guido van Rossum. Yeah. In which year? It's 1991. So Mr. Guido van Rossum invented this language. And why we learn it? Because it is simple and user friendly language, and it's a very easy to learn syntax also, as we can see that the print is output and input is an input. So it's very easy syntax. It's free and open source. Okay, it says IDE. I'll show you later that how can you download IDE from the Chrome. And okay, and it is a cross platform like Windows, Linux or Mac OS. You can use it anywhere. It has a large community support. It has a huge number of libraries and frameworks. Basically, libraries are you can say already assigned variables from someone, and we can directly use them without using the whole pool. Like I'll show you later in later videos. We will use some libraries, and then I'll show you, like there are many libraries like JSON, SQLite, Math, Pandas, Matplotlib. There are a lot in this. Okay, now applications of Python is web development. We use in web development, we use in data science, we use in AI, ML, we in automation, in scripting, in cyber security, in game development, and in many more. The features of Python are: it is easy to read and write, it's interpreted language, it's object oriented. It's object oriented is, I'll tell you later. We will start object oriented. It's an important concept also. Okay, then dynamically typed, portable, extensive standard library. Okay, so this is, now I'll tell you all this for revision, like what is variable. So variable are the data where we store. Variable is a kind of name where we store our data, like up here 19 image, this. Okay, so these are variables. Now our data type, there are 4 kind of data type, which are these: string, input, float, and pool. String for string, int for int for input integer, then we have float for our decimal, and then we have bool for true and false. These are data type. Then we have input and output. For input we have input function, and for output we have print function. Then we have arithmetic operations. That operations we used in mathematics, like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, slow division, modulus, and power. We saw how we have to use them in our Python. Then we have a typecasting. Typecasting is how we convert our one data type into another data type in between the code. Like you can see, here is num, and then we use int for typecasting. Okay, so yeah. Then we done some question, like this is practice program 1, in which we take input, output, and then just show it. Then we have second our practice question, where we take float as a number, and then we just print them. And we done all these mathematical functions. Then we have third, where we solve the area, how to find area of circle using Python programming. Then we have homework questions, where you have to try them by pausing the video. The first one is area of triangle, which we use by this code, you can see. Then we have a second, the swap to number, which is important. I have to write here important, because we use it a lot. It's helpful, so it's important that how we take temp as this, then a equals to b, then b equals to temp. This is the way of swapping the numbers. Okay, then we have this a equals to, oh no, this is just normal. Then we have Celsius to Fahrenheit, that how we convert a Celsius to Fahrenheit in temperature, that we take this, and then this is the formula to convert this into Fahrenheit. The Celsius into 9 by 5 plus 32. Okay, and the last we have square of cube, that how we square and cube the number. Then we take an input, and then square for a into a, which is square, and cube is a into a into a. There is another option like a raised to the power 2 or a raised to the power 3 for cube, and then this, it will also show the same answer. If you want, I can show you. Wait, let me show you. A 2 a. Wait, let me just copy it for my ease. Square 1 cube 1. Okay, let me clean this up. Now just see, if I take 5 is 6 as this. So the square is 36 and cube of 216. The square is 36 and cube is 216. So they both mean the same. So there is not a single way to do the program, you just have to think the logic for the question. There are many logics. There's nothing like how I done this. You can also have to do like this, the same. There is no, you can just think about your logic and do the question. Okay, now thank you for everyone for joining today's session. Today we have learned the fundamental of Python, like what is Python, variable, data type, input and output, arithmetic operation, comment, typecasting, simple practice question. Make sure to practice today. Program on your own because coding improves only through practice. In the next session, we will learn conditional statements. What are conditional statements? Let me tell you. There are like if, else, elif. Okay, they help us a lot. And the comparison operators like equals to, smaller than, or greater than, and the logical operators. Okay, if you found this session helpful, keep practicing, and stay confident and consistent. Okay, thank you. I'll see you in the next class. I think this will be helpful for you. If you guys having any problem, just comment me and I'll give you all. Okay, thank you and have a nice day, guys. Wait, let me just pause my streaming now.